doesn't worry me a huge amount. I mean, I think it's true that universities, in recent times at least, of course, not always, because after all, anybody who could afford the fees could go to university at one time. And there were some pretty dim undergraduates when I was an undergraduate, and indeed after. But the idea of the university as the body that selects the most intelligent people and gives them a certificate is I suppose, relatively new. But the example you give of someone who said, "Well, look, I've got into Harvard or Cambridge, therefore I don't actually need to go. Give me a job instead." That seems to me fine in certain sorts of careers, because after all, if you want to work, let's say in computers, you might well think that it's more important for you. You could learn more working for a company than you could doing a university course. So why not do that? It saves you time. It saves you money. It saves everybody else a lot of trouble. I think that a bit. I would make a comparison with the City of London, where I know you work. You could say, well, why on earth do we need to have a City of London when people could be sitting at home, or all over the world, doing all this on their computers? Except it still seems to be the case that human contact and people getting together informally actually works. And I think certainly for universities, not so much as for teaching undergraduates, though that still remains a very important part of our job. It seems to me the most socially important part, arguably. But especially in the sciences, clearly, the fact that you have a lot of young scientists working together under an older professor is how they learn. And although in theory they could probably do it dispersed around the world, in practice they can't, partly because they need a lot of often very expensive equipment, but also, it's well known, it's often sitting down over a coffee and having a chat that gives you an idea.